So let's begin with food. Most of us are food lovers, including myself. We each have our own preference when it comes to food. Not everyone eats the same food as you do. Food is always a big topic to talk about amongst college students, especially when you're trying to get to know them. Now, one thing that we all have in common is that in this class, we all attend college in here. And why do we come to college? Some of us are here to make something of themselves, but while being here, we are also feeding our brains with knowledge, which is, I believe, power. Everyone has a hobby, and it doesn't have to be anything special. One of my hobbies is soccer. I enjoy playing it as much as I enjoy watching it. I think soccer is a sport that brings the whole world together, and that it's a sport involved all around the world. Now, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Who knows? Maybe an engineer, nurse, scientist, who knows? But one thing you do know is that you have to live in the moment and let everything else come later. You do not have control of the future. We have all had our little mood swings during this journey. Maybe we get frustrated because we think that we will make it to the finish line, or maybe we're depressed because of all of this that's going on with COVID-19. This virus has us filled with different emotions, and it is important that we keep persevering regardless. So, I think we all have a place that we would like to visit. Mine personally is Switzerland. I think everyone should have as their goal to travel. Traveling is very important, in my opinion. So, some of us might own pets, and I own a cat myself. I think he's very crazy, but pets can bring peace to a person when they are not feeling too good. When they need comfort, sometimes they need a friend, and owning a pet is really good for a person to have. Now, do we think that some of the previous lives will be possible to achieve in the near future? We live in an environment where people do not show effort to help the environment. And if we continue the way we are going, then some of the things discussed in the previous slides might not be possible. Think about it. If we can control our carbon emissions, then we have bad air quality. But as of right now, it seems that we have it under control because of COVID-19. But after all of this is over, if we don't learn how to control this, then we are going to be wearing oxygen masks because the air won't be breathable. So the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. COVID-19 has shown us how life will be without entertainment, dining, and seeing your friends. But once this issue is resolved, we will all go back to living our normal lives. Earth is a place we know as home here in this universe, although there might be numerous possibilities that there might be some sort of life out there. We need to learn how to protect our planet because if we don't do anything, humans won't be here for too long. This problem does not only affect our generation, but it also affects the generations to come. For example, our children. If we don't make a change, they are the ones that are going to have to be dealing with all the mess we and the generation before us left. The impact that this will have in the US includes sea level rising, and already we are seeing sea level rising along the east and Gulf Coast. In the future, we could see 20 feet of global sea level rise, and also storms could be more destructive because of climate change. Now, the government is not really doing much about the situation, but some cities have already stepped up and are setting a goal to run on 100% renewable energy by mid century. Although President Trump withdrew us from the Paris Accord. One way we could all help is by reducing our carbon footprints. So, this includes transportation, electricity, food, clothing, and other goods. Your choices can make a difference. If we do not do any changes, this will have a big effect on our children. This will also have They will also have to be wearing oxygen masks to breathe because the air won't be breathable anymore since we did not pay attention to what was happening to the earth. So going green is an option. Going green can help our cause. It can also help us in our personal lives. Um, if we start using renewable energy, our water and power bill will be reduced significantly. As discussed in one of the previous slides, increase in water level is a real thing that we have to be careful of. Cities could be wiped off the map. We can see 20 feet of sea level rise, and that is something we would not like to see at all. Another thing that we could do as a whole is to change our light bulbs to ones that use 25% less energy than the ones we normally use. This could also help our cause with this whole environmental crisis and with our carbon footprints as well. So, in general, we should all take care of this place we live in. Without this place, we do not have any goals because they will be worthless. So, it is important for us to do some changes in our lives and help our coming generations.